Hi, people. How are you? We'll talk now with the German vocalist SABINA CLASSEN from the band Holy Moses. Hello, Sabina. It's a pleasure for me to be talking to you. Welcome to Rock Mania.
Hello, Hotmania. Hello, Vendors. Thank you very much. And I give a lot of greetings here from Germany to Brazil. I'm really happy to be in contact with you here.
Yes, it's amazing. Sabina, you are about to release the album Invisible Queen. What can you say about this work?
I think this is a really special work because, like the title is saying, Invisible Queen, I will make myself invisible. So this is the last Holy Moses album forever. And we are on our final rain tour right now. So it's the last tour. So yes, Holy Moses will be invisible after 2023. But this new album is really a new highlight for Holy Moses, and with a lot of power and aggression in it. So yes, on the 14th of April, the album is coming out, and yes, I'm really nervous. So what everybody is saying to this new album.
Invisible Queen, as you said, is your last album. How did you make this decision?
Yes, it's a good question. It was a hard decision for my soul. And on the other side, it was really clear for me because I'm now for 43 years in Holy Moses. And I think as a band, you have to know when it's the right moment to stop. This year, I will going 60, and this is a special age. And I don't want to take it like a chewing gum, yeah? And I decided for myself, I don't want to die on stage. I have so many things what I like to do. And also, I'm very, very thankful that I could do it for 43 years in my life. We started up as a school band, and I never expected that we would do so many albums, touring nearly the whole world. So there is a moment you have really to go inside to yourself and saying, hey, thankful for this. And I'm right now in my full power and energy. And I said, I won't decide myself to stop. And I don't want to stop because the people say, okay, look how she is looking and not enough energy and she's losing her voice or whatever, or illness is coming. So I said, no, I decide when I stop, and this on a high level. And this is important for me to have really, when I'm looking back to this career, I can say it was great. It was something special for me. And I'm thankful in my life that I could do that.
Invisible Queen has a bonus disc, Invisible Friends, with several guests. How did this idea come about and the choice of the artists?
Yeah, that's a really great question because, yes, in the first idea, it was to call our friends and ask them to sing some backing vocals on the album. But there was one night we got the idea and asking them, hey, they can sing a whole song. So when I was ready with the production, we were sending out all 12 songs with my vocals and the lyrics to our best friends in the scene and asked them, do you want to sing a whole album, a whole song on the album, so that we have a double CD? And we said, okay, say 1, 2, or 3, which song you like the most, what fits to your voice. You can change lyrics, you can sing it in your way. And the unbelievable thing was that everybody was choosing another song, so there was nothing double. And we were really choosing friends of us, following us. We did tours together, like Bobby from Overkill. We are friends since 1986. Jens and Kidman from Sugar. So he always said that he started up, and a lot of ideas from Sugar came because Holy Moses were existing before them. Tom Angel Ripper, a good friend of mine since 86 from Sodom. And also the girls which we choose are all girls which are singing in a natural way, not just with a goggle technique. They are really singing from the bottom of their soul. And for example, I mean, in Brazil, you know, Diva Satanica, Ex Nervosa, and Bloodhunter. And for example, I met her 7 years ago when we played in Spain. And there was a little shy girl coming in our backstage and gave me as a present a Bloodhunter shirt. And she said, "Oh, Sabina, thank you so much because, yes, you are my idol. And I started up to sing because of you. And I have a voice like you. And maybe I can sing a song tonight with you." I know, for example, "Too Drunk to Fuck." And I said, "Okay." And then she came on stage and she was blowing me away. And since that day, we are friends. And so also Diva Satanica, it's so great to have these girls on our album and all these really friends. So it's really friends and doing this farewell for us. And I'm also very thankful for that.
Amazing. Diva, she is special girl.
Yeah, she's so natural. Yeah, she is like she is. Yeah. And this is what I love. I really like people which are really natural, so authentic. Yeah. And this is so important. Yeah. And and these friends which are on the album also, they are all really authentic people, and they are not lying. They're really like they are. This is what I like.
In the next days, we will start the final rainy tour. How are the expectations?
So it should be, I hope it will be full of people and a really huge party on all shows. So we have a lot of huge festivals here in Europe, special ones like Rock Hard Festival, Bang Your Head, Wacken Open Air. Yeah, so really ones. We also playing some club shows. We're playing Hellfest, so it's really amazing what we are playing this year. And I can say you one secret that I will tell you now. The 27th of December this year will be the last show of Holy Moses here in Hamburg. And it's also my 60th birthday.
Your
on
birthday?
That day. It's my birthday. I'm going 60 on that day and our last show. And with a lot of friends. And yes, I hope that this will be a really huge party. And everybody who wants to come from all over the world, please come to Hamburg on the 27th to have a really filled up club show. So, and making a real great party all together.
Again. What do you remember back in time from the beginning of your trajectory of the band in the early 80s?
In the early 80s, I think the most important thing I remember is that I'm singing in Holy Moses was an accident.
An accident.
Yes, because I never planned to sing in a band. My boyfriend in that time, Andy Classen, we were friends in school also. He joined the school band Holy Moses. And because I was his girlfriend, I was hanging around in the rehearsing room. And it was 81. And then on one day, the boss of the band, Ramon, the bass player and founder of the band, he kicked off the male singer because he came into the rehearsing room with some kind of hippie clothes. That's not metal enough for him. And so he said, "Okay, Sabina, you're hanging around here in the rehearsing room doing nothing. You have to sing now." And I said, "Oh my God, I can't sing." He gave me the microphone and I said, to show him I can't sing. And he said, "Do it again." And I did it again and show him, "Now you see I can't sing." And he said, "That's it." And I was going white in my face because I couldn't believe that. And he gave me some lyrics and said, okay, Sabina, this is a chorus, this is a verse, you have to do this, and now you have to do that, and now. And from that time on, I was a singer of Holy Moses, and that now until 2023. Unbelievable. Yeah. And I think this is, and the scene, there was nothing. I mean, even not the word heavy metal, really. Yeah. We said hard rock, and later on, people said you are doing thrash metal or death metal. So everything was totally new. We were doing nothing. Yeah. And I mean, when we signed the first contract with a record label, we couldn't believe that. So they invited us to the studio, and then they said, we are doing a vinyl with you, and here you have to say yes. And we didn't read the contract. We only said, oh, good. And we signed it. Yeah. I mean, it was like, yeah, I mean, to understand, there was no YouTube, there was nothing. Yeah. And there was no Google. You couldn't get any informations. We only could see with other bands, big bands, okay, they have a Marshall amplifier on stage. So we were asking ourselves, where we can buy a Marshall amplifier. So it was such a special time, and we learned everything. Yeah, it was so new. It was everything so new.
I'm a drummer in my spare time, and Early Kush has always been one of my reference.
Oh, yes.
The time when he played in Holy Moses.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, he was in the beginning 18, and he was going 19, and he was playing in a really, really small band in our hometown. And somebody told us when we were searching for a new drummer, there is a young guy who is really talented. And Uli was only playing on one bass drum. And then we were searching to buy him a second one. So he had two bass drums, but this one in this size and the other one this size. So, because we couldn't get another one in the same size, yeah? And rehearse every day so that Uli learned to play the double bass and everything. So I know Uli really as a little kid joining Holy Moses, and I'm also so happy for him that he did this huge career also going with Gamma Ray and Halloween and everything. So yes, he was really young when he came to Holy Moses, yeah.
And did excellent albums with you.
Yes. Yeah, and he is an excellent drummer, yeah. So, I mean, this Andy Clausen and Uli, they rehearse really every day, yes. And the 8, 9, 10 hours to be on the point and to make it faster and more on the point. It was an amazing time in the 80s, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Sabina, you have fans all over the world. How important are fans to you?
That means everything, because without the fans, we would not exist for such a long time, and since 23. And I mean, the whole scene, like metal fans all over the world, it's like, it's one union. I mean, it's, if you meet somebody with a metal shirt on the street and you have nothing to eat, nothing to sleep, nothing to drink, and you say, hey, I'm lost, yes, you will get everything. So the metal is something really special, yeah. And so I'm also a metal fan, yeah. So there's no differences, and I think this is something what the fans know. So on festivals, I'm hanging around with everybody, so because it's my heart, and yeah, so it means everything, and metal is something really special.
Do you consider yourself more rational or more emotional?
I'm more emotional, yeah. So I can put myself into a rage, but as an energy. I mean, when people think now I'm in a rage or in a really aggressive way, I always say, no, this is energy. Energy has to go out. Yeah. And afterwards, I'm really emotional because all this energy had a way to go out. And this is also a possibility to do in metal.
And Sabina, what do you like to do when you are not involved with music? Do you have any hobbies?
I mean, you see them in the back. This is, I mean, in my normal life, I also work as a psychotherapist since years. And these horses are also horses working with me in the coaching of people. I live with these horses in the nature, and they are really free. So they are not in any stallions or so. They are free on, and yes, and this is, I think, always my life was always work was also my hobby. So I mean, you can say I'm working the whole day. If I work with Holy Moses, or I work with my horses and here with my clients, this is my life. Everything what I'm doing is also, yes, it's my life, and I don't decide between hobby or job. It's one, always one.
I admire so much your profession. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, it was important in that time. And the good thing was during the pandemic that I lived with my horses outside. And so it was possible to work because I was working outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, and I could help the people so much because they were in the nature. There, yeah, and feeling, and not in a small city or in a big city with all these problems, and in the nature, feeling the nature. And yes, this is, and it's still so important because a lot of the people are still in this depressive phase right now. I see it. A lot of kids and youth people are coming to me, and to bring them back into life is now really, really important. I think, especially the young people, they have a lot of problems because everything in their life changed in the 3 years. And so I love to do this work and support them and give them energy. So from all shows I bring from the fans, and this fits to the other question from you, the fans giving me the energy to work also in my other profession, and to give this energy from the fans to young people which are not feeling so good. So the fans are doing a really good work for what I'm doing in my other part of my life.
Mm-hmm. Now, funny question. If you could be part of any band in the history of music, which band would be and why?
Oh, oh my God, because I'm such a bad singer and I play no instrument. This is a really hard question.
In an imaginary world.
In imaginary world. Do you know the band ABBA?
ABBA, yes. Summer Night City. Yes, I love ABBA.
Yes, yes.
Why ABBA?
Because it's such a lovely music. It's like with so much power, and also it's going to your heart. Yeah, Dancing Queen. Yeah, it's like it's like, I mean, it has so much fun also. Yes, and it yes, it's, yeah, it's, you're feeling good, free.
You just say ABBA, my smile. ABBA, ABBA, it's happiness. And Sabina, another imaginary question, more crazy, this one. If you needed to live inside the cover art of any album in the music history, which would be and why?
Yeah, so I would say I will live in the cover from Invisible Queen because I can do what I want.
Yes. Great. An amazing cover art for sure.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. And another crazy question, the last one. If you could have any superpower, a superpower,
Yeah.
what would be and why?
My superpower would be being Flash.
Flash. Whoa.
Yes, because I can go in seconds to every place I want to go. And this fits to my nature because I'm a really one. When I want to do something, I do it, and it has to be yes, now. And Flash would be a superpower perfectly for me.
You are the first one to answer Flash.
Really?
And the people like to fly, to be invisible. You Flash. I like it. Amazing. When Holly Moses leaves the stage for the last time, what do you plan to do in your life?
Living.
Living.
Living. And I trust
that
to
you
the
have.
universe. Everything will come. What has to come then. I'm full of trust with the universe. And we will see.
Keep going with your profession too.
Yes, yes, I'm working. Yes, this is something what I will do until the end of my life, I am sure. Working with my horses. So there are 5 horses. I have 2 dogs. I am working with my clients. I mean, maybe writing a book about, also, I already wrote one book about the hoarding syndrome. And so yeah, maybe writing in my next book or some more books, whatever. We will see. The first book is already done. So it's released, yes, in 2016, my first book, yes. A book in psychotherapy. So it's about the hoarding syndrome. People which are hoarding a lot of stuff. This is my first book, yes.
We can search for it in the internet?
Yes, but it's only in German. This is a problem. Yes, it's not translated until now. But you can get it on Amazon and everywhere. Yes, yes. You can search for it. But it's under another name. It's under the name of my psychotherapist name. I have 2 names. So I have SABINA CLASSEN and Hankel-Hirtz. Wait 1 second. I take it from my desk and I show you. Okay, maybe you can see that.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah. This is
your name of birth, nah? Your name.
Yes, it's my name of birth, and I take this in my psychotherapist, in my profession as a psychotherapist.
I love the cover. Amazing.
Yes.
I will search for it in the internet. A lot of histories and memories. And now, what come to your mind from the Holly Moses history? A moment that you consider, that moment was so special. Something come to your mind now?
I mean, so many special moments. Yeah, and it would be unfair to say this was the most special one. But just now, I'm thinking about what is now coming in my mind is like when we played in South Korea. Whoa. And as a co-headliner from Nightwish. So first I thought it doesn't fit together. And the funny thing was in the hotel the day before the show, my musicians were totally tired and in bed. Taya from Nightwish was also in bed because she was tired from the flights and everything. And I was sitting with the guys from Nightwish at the bar and we were drinking a whiskey. I said, this is strange. We are doing now here a party together. And then they said, tomorrow we can make a joke. We change the girls. So Sabina's singing in Nightwish and Chara is singing for Holy Mo. So it was such a funny moment. And in the morning I said, I think it's better we don't. So because I can't sing anything what is Tara singing it. So and Tara and me, we were laughing so much about that. Yeah, about these ideas in the night. So that ideas when you have a whiskey in the night.
A lot of histories, né, Sabina?
Oh yes, yeah. That's so many. I mean, so many stories. It's and really lovely stories also. Yeah, that's also in fun with the other musicians, with other bands, and being really friends together, enjoying time together. Yeah, uh, that's I'm thankful about that all.
The last one, the hardest one question. Define Sabina in one word.
Authentic.
You are authentic.
Mhm.
I can feel it. Sabina Classen, thank you so much for this interview, for your time. And Rock Mania is always available for you. Maybe one day you come to Brazil. We will pray for it. And thank you so much for your participation.
Thank you very much for supporting us, supporting me. Thank you very much for your lovely questions. That were really special questions. I loved the interview really much. And I give a lot of greetings to Brazil. I love Brazil because I love also the Brazilian soccer football. And I'm a real, I love Pelé. I was in the Pelé soccer camp and played with Pelé soccer. So I have a special connection to Brazil, and I really hope to have the possibility to come to Brazil. Thank you, Brazil.